pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We've already started our public meeting at 6 o'clock, equivalent to a non-public earlier. So this is just a continuation of the public meeting. So a roll call, Joe Bailey here.
John Hotchkiss here.
All right, so we're in for our minutes of the Board of Selectmen meeting and the Harry Commission from 4/10/2017.
I move that we accept the minutes. Selectmen meeting Heritage Commission from April 10th.
I second.
All in favor?
Alright. Without going into all the details, the Heritage Commission met with the selectmen, as did Steve Bedard, to give us an update on where we are and when we're going to finish. Okay? There are still some questions about how to put in the second stairs going upstairs without taking out pews. I don't know if we can do that or not. Electrical contractors in there, and I think there's going to be some what I call ordinary contractors to finish some of the work that's non-historic. Towards the end of the summer, Steve Bedard will be back to work. I don't know if the murals upstairs are finished. When they are, there's a huge platform up there staging. I'm not talking about two sawhorses and a piece of 4x8. That staging covers the entire upstairs. It's, I don't know, maybe 4 feet high. The town is going to get all of that plywood, and I think it's 2x6s that they used. So I don't know what we're doing with it all, but we'll have it. Okay. Anyway, it was a good meeting. I have seen the electricians over there. John Mullen was on the Heritage Commission, was offered to head things up and keep things moving, so that's good.
All right, we'll move on to the minutes of the Selectmen's meeting of 4/10/2017.
I've also read it. I move that we accept the minutes. Selectmen's meeting April 10th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, minutes from the meeting of the SLVD from 4/20/17.
Can I talk about this for a moment?
Sure.
Besides being selectman, I'm the 3 commissioners for the Sunrise Lake Village District. It's a conglomeration of homes around the lake. Our reward for living around the lake is that we get a special tax. The tax goes to pay for the upkeep of the dam. All right. In order to do that, the Sunrise Lake Village District has their own little tiny budget. I don't know,
$59,000.
$50,000, $60,000. But that budget has to go through the same steps that the town budget or the school budget does. Those steps include a meeting, public meeting with the budget committee. There's a small detail with the budget committee. 5 elected plus 3 appointed. The 3 appointed are from the selectman's office, the village district, and the school board. Okay, that's good, so it's 8. Of these 5 that are elected, 2 are left. That's it.
3 step down.
They either did not want to run again, or they resigned. So there's still enough to have a meeting if we could just get everybody together to have the meeting. But we, as the commissioners, have to get a budget going so that we can pay our bills, including the loan for fixing that dam a few years ago. So we had a special meeting with the selectmen and members of the Sunrise Lake Village District to move ahead. We've contacted the state of New Hampshire, and they said that the Sunrise Lake Village District can have our annual meeting coming up in May, but then we have to kind of have a meeting with the budget committee afterwards. just to make everything legal. So, it's good news. Get it moving.
You know, the last two members work different shifts and stuff like that, so Selectman Clary's reached out to them to see if we can coordinate a time in June, the 1st of June, to bring all this to resolution and be done with it, so.
All right, so I move we accept the minutes of the Board of Selectmen meeting dated April 20th.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Uh,
Aye? Aye. Aye.
Mr. Chairman,
Sir?
if you don't mind, I don't see it listed, but could I intercede for a moment while we're talking about meetings and so forth?
Absolutely.
School board postponed their annual meeting from March 14th, snowstorm, to March 18th. We postponed the vote on officers and the zoning ordinance from March 14th to the 18th. Bad us. Secretary of State said, no, you can't do that. Other municipalities did, or almost 80 of us that did that. Okay? I'm glad we did it because no one was hurt trying to drive in the snowstorm. Since then, the powers to be, let's see. Here's Governor Sununu, here's the State Attorney General, and here's the Secretary of State, all in Concord, all in Washington. It's been resolved. The Senate and the House have passed the bill, and I guess Sununu has signed it. You will see us posting, probably tomorrow, notice of a public hearing to be held next Monday. At that meeting, the selectmen will have a meeting just like this, and we'll discuss the vote that was taken on March 18th. We're required to have this public hearing, but the selectmen have the final say. And at that meeting, that public hearing, speaking for myself at least, I fully expect to ratify the vote that was taken on March 18th. I have no interest in trying to change anything that the good people of this town have already voted on. I'm just trying to make it official. All right?
Yep,
So-
and this will be an official meeting, and we'll start at, what you said, 6 o'clock?
I don't know, you want 6? I'll make it 6:30.
I thought,
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I heard on TV though that they did, the Senate and the House did ratify it. Did write a law saying that it was
To
ratified.
ratify, yes, and it was signed today by Sununu.
Right.
And it's
But
been
we
sent to
still
the,
have to have a
Yes.
meeting?
yeah, well, that's part of the whole thing to fix this whole
Oh.
problem. That's how we're gonna fix it.
Okay.
So it takes all the controversy away,
Yeah.
so.
Some brilliant person in Concord said, oh, we'll fix it by making every one of the 80 towns hold another town meeting in May. Who do you think's gonna pay for that?
Wrong.
So they're not doing that. It's a public hearing, which we'll hold right here, and we'll all be happy.
And if I remember correctly, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think Jeb Bradley was the one who introduced this to, so, at least somebody's thinking. Somebody's thinking to make it easy.
I don't know how many of you know anything about the people in Concord, but Jeb Bradley is one who often negotiates a deal, a compromise. He's done very well.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, you know, yeah.
All right, so we'll move on to hazard mitigation certificate of adoption.
Okay, so I got this email from Kyle,
Kyle Pimentel, Stratford Regional
and
Planning
it says
Commission.
that the Department of Safety, Division of Homeland Security has completed its review of Middleton's hazard mitigation plan and found it approvable pending adoption. Congratulations on a job well done.
Good.
So he sent me this certification of adoption that I'm assuming you need to read and adopt.
So that's that thing that we were working on.
You were there,
Yeah.
I don't know, all of us were there, yes.
We found it on him.
Homeland Security looks at it, they say, that's good, we're gonna adopt it. Then it goes to FEMA and July, August, somewhere, at a public hearing,
Yeah.
we will formally adopt the hazard mitigation update. Okay,
This is good for 3 years, correct?
5.
5.
The thing is, when the last time, at the last meeting, Kyle said this could take months to get accomplished with
Right.
Homeland Security.
Right?
It's been probably a month, so
Yeah.
it went through pretty quick, so. Imagine that. Something goes fast.
The hazard mitigation tries to
Yes, that's you.
assess
Go ahead and sign it then.
possible natural disasters that might occur. All right. We spent time talking about hurricanes, ice storms.
Goes together.
Did not spend too much time talking about earthquakes. Mudslides were not too prevalent in Middleton. Floods, possibility.
Good, no, move it up.
Yeah, we had quite, well, not a bunch of people, but we had
Yeah,
good
yeah.
representation.
Yeah, did very well. So,
I'm surprised he got it out that quick.
yes,
Because I was gonna ask about that tonight, when was our next meeting, but it looks like.
No more.
We don't have a next meeting.
yeah.
Cool.
And
Do we have-
whether it's you or other people are here, thank you for showing up.
I would make the motion and stuff in case
John, you
they
want to
ask
make a
for
motion that we
minutes.
accept it?
I move that we accept, that we adopt the adoption of the hazard mitigation plan
I
for
second.
town of Middleton.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Official. Okay, next thing is the abatement of application.
It's a denial.
Okay, just a moment, before,
Okay.
Okay.
separate from that, we still have to do the local emergency operations plan. And I'll probably be looking up and doing some of this. That one, we try to say, if there's an ice storm, what do we do? If there's this chemical spill on Kings Highway in front of the school, what do we do? Okay? If a tornado comes across Dudley Drive, what do we do? Okay, that's the type of thing we have to come up with.
So with this situation with the parking at the elementary school,
Yes,
because I was gonna say, when you talk about these, like a local emergency or whatever,
right?
would the school be considered a shelter in place? It wouldn't be because of that?
Oh, bigger than that.
Several reasons. First of all, one of them, they don't have a generator.
Oh, okay.
Second of all, to have a shelter, you need to have cots and places to be able to have food. You
Okay.
have to be able to segregate people,
Okay, yeah, I
animals, the whole thing, so.
I didn't know if that was
Not
like
big enough for that.
the intent eventually or something, but
Yeah.
I knew when we talked about a while back about the whole parking, I'm like,
At one time, we had, before they tore it off, there was a small compartment off the old town hall. We kept some cots in there, some blankets in there until they all mildewed. So, and they took them all back. Then we started sending people to Farmington, to the high school. And Farmington has politely said, thanks, but no thanks, they're not running a shelter.
oh.
It's very tough to run a shelter. You need security. Can't use your police, they're all handling the emergency. Okay? Medical staff. Laura's out running around on the ambulance. So exactly who's gonna man this?
So it's
Okay.
not, so the, like, state doesn't mandate you have like a shelter in place in
No.
town? Oh,
They mandate that you have either a shelter or a memorandum of understanding, which we're developing with the city of Rochester. They have what I affectionately call Mayor John Shaw's building. It's now the old cement building in back of the nice looking high school.
oh, so it's the new old high school.
Thank you. Okay?
Community
that
center,
and,
I guess.
Rochester has what's called CERT, Certified Emergency Response Teams. People who have been trained to run a shelter. And by the way, if you have a dog, should you be able to bring, and you have to leave your home, should you be able to bring your dog to a shelter?
Of course.
By today's society, we're saying yes.
I have three, so yeah.
Okay.
But
How about someone who needs oxygen? They leave their home, come to a shelter. Now it's up to the shelter to provide that. That's why they have these CERT teams. That's why little places like Middleton, Milton, Farmington do not have one. Okay. There's also, well, there's infectious disease. Someone who has, I don't know what's contagious, hepatitis?
MRSA?
Tuberculosis.
Okay, yeah. They have a right to be in a shelter if the storm is bad enough.
They have tuberculosis, they better be wearing masks and stuff like that, but,
So it's pretty complicated having this.
Big can of worms.
Yeah,
It's a lot of liability, actually. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just usually when those things come up place, you know, like there's all, I mean,
Right.
like, you know, emergency centers, blah, 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 and it's like, you know, I mean,
It's like Johnson, once we have that memorandum of understanding with Rochester and stuff like that, we should be able to post that someplace. This is, in an event of an emergency like that, you need to shelter, this is where you need to go. So,
and this CERT group, with some help from us, would be able to get people out of Middleton down to Rochester. Okay? You're not gonna transport them in a police car, because they're all busy taking care of the emergency. Okay? There's gotta be some other way of getting them down there. Keeps us busy. Thank you.
okay, abatement application.
Denial from Avatar. They didn't find any basis for it.
Is this the one we had talked about before?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Want to give any information about it without getting too far into it?
Well, once you say the number, like, people are gonna know exactly what it is, so, but, I'm gonna,
When someone asks for a statement, goes through Avatar, the person who works here, Gwen English, is not, and what are they called?
She's an assessing clerk.
Right, but not an assessor, I
An
guess.
assessor.
Okay. So she does not make the final decision. She coordinates with Avatar, who works with several towns, and they have professionals that go out and say, you're right, you're paying too much taxes, or you're wrong, you should not get an abatement.
I'm gonna read it since.
Okay, but
Okay, I'm gonna make, you wanna read it first and look at it?
No,
Okay.
all right.
I'll make a motion that we don't,
I move that we deny the abatement. or
Second.
Accept the denial of abatement.
okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye. All in favor?
Aye.
So
I forgot to sign it.
you'll sign, I'll sign.
Yeah, sit in. Anywhere?
Should we take a vote?
We did.
No. I'm asking, should we take a vote? I was reading it.
I said all
All in favor? Aye. How was that?
Get the top, okay. Cool, all right, so now the next thing is a deferral correction.
So this is for a elderly tax deferral. In order for Kathleen to actually put it into the system correctly, we just have to defer that little bit, abate it, like, to
Okay.
get rid of it.
For how much?
$62.
14 cents? Okay. What was the amount of the last one that we, that they were looking
The
for?
abatement?
Yeah, just the total number.
I don't know.
Okay, that's all right, just like curiosity, so.
doesn't really say.
Okay, so, next one we have would be current use.
This is the Society for Prevention of New Hampshire Forests. It's looking to prevent current use.
And that's probably up, but not just years. Somewhere like that.
Probably, yeah, New Portsmouth Road.
No, never mind that. We got too much down there.
Bill Fortune isn't on Jesse.
No,
Jesse goes that way.
right.
It's Phoebe Naples up there, probably. right?
Moose Mountain.
There's one, right?
It's not Phoebe.
Down, Hills,
Phoebe's
Dayton.
Nable's behind us,
Oh.
so if they're talking about the one up in the corner, it's-
I've talked before, everybody understand the current use? What it is? Okay.
Vaguely.
It's kind of the opposite of the way it sounds, right? We've talked about this before.
Laura, are you pretty familiar with it? All right, I'm gonna go into you correctly. Current use allows you to keep the property as is, not as it could be. Okay, there was a time when towns used to look at 10 acres of land and say, oh, that's 5 2-acre building lots. So we'll tax you as if they were building lots. Wait a minute, I'm not building on it. So current use allows you to leave it as is. But there is a penalty at some point if you, in the future, say, well, gee, no, I guess I will make them into building lots. So you gotta pay something
Right.
to compensate for the town not getting those taxes.
If you had a piece of land like that and you had it in current use, but you sold it, and then the person who was buying it, just, they turned around and put it in. How
I
does
believe
that
they would
happen?
pay.
Like, they would have,
Somebody pays.
well,
No, that's what Pam would tell me, somebody's paid that bill.
even for the, like, say, you had it for 10 years and you said, hey,
Yes.
I'm not doing anything with it, I'm gonna just sell it
Yeah.
because I don't, whatever.
Oh, really? So if you had a 50-acre parcel
That was in current use,
and you sold it,
and you sold it.
and the guy that bought it
If you
bought
did,
it with
if
the
you,
intention of cutting up house lots out of it,
you'd be paying the
somebody's gonna
tax.
have to pay the
He would pay the
taxes that you,
I would think that would be part of the agreement.
Well, right, I can't,
Either- The current owners take it out of current use, pay whatever penalty, so that the new owner could buy it and subdivide. Or you make an agreement where the new owner
right,
takes it as current use and they have to get it out of
Right,
current
right.
use. It stays in current use, I believe, forever and ever and ever until somebody wants to change it. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Because I asked about like inheritance, like what if I gave my kid a piece of that, but I would end up paying, somebody pays that.
right.
Somebody knows.
So you can continuously keep it in current use for any number forever?
Yes.
So then how do you, the question is, so when it goes to take it out of current use, how far back do you go?
I think back to the date at which it was put into current use.
As long as you have that on record. I'm just saying,
I was gonna say, it probably
I don't-
depends on how good your lawyer is.
But I mean, this paperwork goes through us and then another company, so there's definitely tracking.
Oh, I saw the top.
I just don't
Yeah,
know
I
how
just,
far.
I mean, it's kind of perplexing that, if I had the land and I'm gonna sell it, I can't tell Roger what he's gonna do with it.
But it's the
1 acre?
understanding of,
Yeah.
he's
Right.
buying it at this price and he knows he's gonna
But when
have
you
to pay
sell
that.
it, it might come out of your profit as well.
Right, Yeah.
Sorry about
Because
that.
that would make more sense
there's
to
different
me
levels.
than sticking
I don't know if you
like a
like
new
this.
person with a bill. You lose that because you stayed there for the last 20 years.
right.
Right.
And I think it's a percentage of what you've, I don't think it's the whole thing.
There are different levels of current use too.
Yeah.
There's
It's just really
current
confusing
recreational
to me.
use, which means that
Because what if I bought it and then 3 years later I decided to whack it up into house lots? The other guy got the tax break for
Well, you should have
30
made that
years.
you should have made that arrangement when you bought it.
let the buyer pay
Shame on you.
attention.
That's right.
You should have read the fine print.
And the minimum is 10
The number is
acres.
something.
Oh, 10 acres.
That's nothing.
As I
This-
said, there are different levels of current
Doesn't
use too.
matter.
There's current use and there's current use recreational, which ours is.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty familiar with this.
A little bit.
Everything I've said is correct? If not, please correct me. This amount here is 1 acre. So I guess there's no particular minimum that you have to
10
do.
acres.
10
10
acres
acres.
is the bidder.
There's 1 acre here.
But that's being added onto the stuff that's already in current use,
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's okay to do it that way.
he's already got a 10
See,
acre
this is only 1
parcel.
acre, you put 10 acres put in current use, but they probably already have like 100 acres up there already. So they'll have 101 in current use type deal, so.
Well, we had ours, we divided some out for current use, and then we decided that we needed a larger parcel for the house, so we had to take some of that out. Which means you literally take the entire parcel out and put it back in a different.
But when you do current use for recreational use, then other people can,
Other people can
with
come hunt
permission,
and fish.
can use the property? Or without
They
permission?
actually don't need permission, but you have the right to refuse them if you find they're abusing the privilege of hunting or, you know, or breaking the law for whatever,
Okay.
littering,
All
if
right.
they're abusing their privilege.
Of course, our land is also under the auspices of the Fish and Game and their shared land program,
Really?
where they, but you first have to start out with a current use. And they provide signs, they provide information to anybody who asks about it. And they even have a sign that says, no trespassing in this area or something, I forget what it was. So you can block off from people getting on there. But what's in current use, I think you're allowed, or you're supposed to open it up for the public. With limits if you want. We limit ours exactly the same as the society land that surrounds us.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, under old business, the New Durham pit lot line adjustment.
Ed just wanted to know if we were gonna do anything with that, cause I think.
I thought it was all done.
No, we either have to figure out whether we're doing the lot line adjustment or an easement of some sort, or something for that family.
Last we talked about this, we had like $500, something like that, for them to finish the job to do that.
I don't think anybody gave them the okay to do it.
Remember, they was in here, we said, yeah, go ahead and do it.
So you want Norway Plains to do the lot line
But they said it was all
Yeah, I
fine.
thought it was already being worked on.
I thought so too. So I'm kind of surprised to see it on you. So,
No, nothing
that
happened
was
with
last
it.
fall,
Yeah.
so,
We
like
didn't-
summer.
It never was completed, cause it's like, who's filling out all the paperwork? Has to be us.
It would be, well, Norris Plains does it, everything like that, and then we sign off
So
on
you
it
want
and
them
done.
to just do it, okay.
Yeah,
Good enough for me.
they said they'd take care of it, so, right? Alright, weight limit posting ordinances updates.
So we just wanna know when we're gonna go over that. Do we wanna have a separate meeting to go over the paperwork to, I mean, I can work with just one of you with their notes.
Okay,
Do you wanna
yeah,
take that?
I'll be glad to. We'll come up with a date.
Yeah.
I have a few
Okay.
items, if you don't mind. It's either old or new.
No, you go ahead and go for it, good,
Okay.
talk about either way, so.
The gravel pit up in the New Durham Wolfboro. Next meeting with the New Durham Zoning Board of Adjustment is May 9th, 7 o'clock at the New Durham Elementary School. Well, things are not going well for the people that want to run that, Mr. Babb. Things are not going well. One person spoke in favor of it, and that was Mr. Varney, who was the engineer hired by Mr. Babb to present the material. Okay? Lake Winnipesaukee Golf Club, up on the hill, hires a lawyer. I believe that lawyer got paid by the word that he spoke, because he spoke for a long while. A couple of the abutting homeowners hired a lawyer. He got paid by the number of pictures he produced, because he had like 28 pages, and he showed us every single picture. And on it goes. Mr. Babb, to his credit, was trying his best to get to the meeting, stuck in traffic. He got there just in time for the zoning board to say, it's 10:30 at night, we're gonna postpone this until May 9th. Okay, 3.5 hour meeting, and not everybody finished talking. It just goes on and on. All right,
Never underestimate the power of money.
By the way, Joe-
He's got some, I can tell you that.
yeah,
John,
He owns
yes,
10 pits.
you know why they don't post the 10 Commandments in public buildings now, like in courthouses and stuff? Well, it
No,
says,
you
thou shalt
probably-
not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, et cetera, et cetera. So they can't post them because there's so many judges and lawyers there would create a hostile work
That's
environment.
right. I mentioned earlier the budget committee, if anybody would like to serve on the budget committee, they are looking for people to try to fill the 3 vacancies, so
I think there's a petition coming to get rid of that.
that would be correct. That would be presented at the next town meeting. Towns have 2 types of budget committees: elected, which we have, advisory, which are appointed by the selectmen to advise them on the budget. When we first started the budget committee in 2008,
Yeah, I was saying.
the 2 groups, the selectmen and the budget committee, were pretty far apart. If you went to the March 18th meeting, other than salary, the budget committee and the selectmen were identical in their prices, so. maybe it's
As
time.
was the year prior.
Right.
We only had a couple things that was like a separation, and it wasn't big money, so, I mean,
Alright, next item. I'm glad you folks pay your electric bill because Eversource has an arborist whose job is to listen to selectmen like me complain about trees being cut along the roadside. Okay? No, he probably has more important jobs than that, but Rick Washburn alerted me that Eversource has cut down a number of trees. Their intention is to leave it for the homeowner whose land abuts property, which is nice, but you're not supposed to leave it in the ditch, causing a hazard to cars going by. Rick told me about it. I contacted Bob Berner, the arborist, and he said, well, Mr. Hotchkiss, we leave it for the homeowner. So that's good. Leave it on their property, but not on the ditch. No, they didn't do that. So Rick Washburn, who knows what he's talking about, comes up with a list of not only location, but nearest pole number. And Bob Byrne went out and said, oh, geez, you're right. So Bob Byrne has sent up an email apologizing, whatever company is cutting the logs will move them off out of the ditch, and we'll all be happy, so. Congratulations to Rick for pointing it out, and we followed through and got some results. All right. Anybody know anything about repairs to the fire truck? Anybody? No.
It needs to be done, the pump on the tanker.
Right.
The sensor.
Right.
Together we can make this work. Okay, the sensor on the tanker, it's gonna cost about $500 to fix.
Right.
no.
But
Anymore?
the chief contacted us asking for permission. I believe the pumper is inoperable right now.
It is, does not.
Sounds like a no-brainer to me.
Fix it, don't wait, get it done.
That's right, you're done.
John, do you know if it's,
The
It has
day
no-
the day that it happened, I called the pump company to find out what the code was, and it is a sensor on the bottom of the pump.
I think you with the fire department are hoping that someone will come here to repair it versus driving the truck to, where, Concord or
I
someplace?
believe someone from the department gave us a company's name that fixes these pumps, and they will come here on site to fix it.
Good, so that's ongoing.
But that's still for the $500.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
approving the 500 expenditure?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have no choice but to take care of it.
Yeah.
All right. If we're all done in old business, new business, employee harassment training.
Got to train employees to harass people.
Yep, gotta get it all done before the
Bring
training.
your job now?
So I just wanted to make it public that it's gonna happen for all departments. So
Okay.
they're gonna have to sign off that they've watched
All
the
right.
Okay, that's part of
training
it.
video.
So part of our new deal with Primex, they have all these things like seatbelt laws and all this other stuff. It helps lower the town rates if we go and add these little things. It's in our personnel policy. It's never been done. There's nothing on record that's ever been done, so we need to do it. So we need, I mean, this is standard stuff 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So we're gonna do it by department. if we can,
Yeah,
that sort of thing,
yeah.
and then have to
I'm
sign
gonna
off.
preview the whole thing so I know how it works, so we don't waste some time, and then we'll go in and just do
It's gonna
it.
need to be all employees of the town, part-time,
Yeah.
full-time, makes no difference,
Yep.
selectmen, whatever.
Yep.
Everybody has to watch it and sign off that they've watched it, and I send that into.
Okay, cool.
You might want some residents to watch it.
Okay, Jim, what's your schedule open for?
That's what it is.
I'm pretty good at it, I'm all set.
I'll take it with you.
Alright, I guess the next thing on the item is beach permits.
Beach permits last year were $20, I just wanna know if that's gonna stay,
much?
$20 for a non-resident.
No, about
Residents are free,
Okay.
and they're a lifetime now, cause we got the ones that are resident, so you just stick it in your window unless you can't get it off and you can get a new one.
How many
Sounds like a-
beach permits did we sell last year?
Um,
Non-resident,
15 maybe?
$300.
Also, if they're swimming down there and they're parked there, they need a permit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a
And
resident, you get it
Non-resident.
for free.
Resident, you
Oh,
just
I
said,
didn't even know.
if you're a resident, come over, give you one, and you put it in, don't cost you nothing.
Alright.
Here's all you want.
Just a sticker for
Yeah,
your
I'm
car.
not a swimmer.
No, I'm not out, so.
Is there a penalty imposed for finding someone parking down there and using?
They will tow their car.
And
And
please-
Do they
Please.
patrol that?
Yeah,
They have, yeah.
The residents do get an ID decal or something?
if they request one,
Yeah.
yes.
We have,
Yeah.
we have a beach commissioner.
Yeah.
Is that who gives it out?
No, you can get them here. And Kathleen will also be handing them out as well.
Oh,
So if I want to call or something, somebody
So I
comes
want
in.
the cat out of the bag a little bit with Kathleen.
Okay.
For proposed things that we wanna do. Are you, she wants to do?
Yeah, I can talk
Okay.
about that.
Fire permits?
Alright, I think that, actually, it's better. Well, Kathleen is looking into, having us trained across to do OHRB, to
Oh,
do
okay.
hunting and fishing licenses,
Oh,
to do
wow.
all of that here
Boat-
within the
boat-
office.
Boat licensing,
Yeah.
all of that,
Great.
Yep.
you know, and it's not.
Snowmobile.
And she do the fire permits as well?
We can try, sure. Gotta put her on the list.
Hey, I'm just saying,
Well,
you know.
Mike still does them, right?
Yeah, Mike and,
I just go
and
over
Bob
and see
Gay.
him and give him.
Yeah.
So-
They submitted last week, they submitted their
Right, oh,
recommendations for new. We haven't heard anything yet, but if that goes through, you can actually, Chief Lawrence is looking to put them online, so you can go online and do it yourself.
Perfect,
Oh,
yeah.
So, but
As long as you
until
have an
that
existing
takes
one,
place,
It's the
you
same
know.
spot,
Yeah.
so, but on the training, it'll be you, Kathleen, and Nora, who work here part-time as well, so that way, there's no gaps, if somebody comes in,
Yeah.
something can be done, so. I'm not gonna talk about her hours.
No, I wouldn't do that yet.
Oh, yeah.
well, it's probably not a lot of money, but it's a little bit,
Well,
right?
it is, that
We
one,
get $3 per OHRB, and
Okay.
it's $1 per license, so if you come in and get your hunting and fishing, there's another 2 for the town.
Right.
Then if you get bear, there's another one, you know?
no,
In the boats, those.
She does boats now.
Oh,
Are
okay.
you guys gonna start checking in deer and weighing them and stuff?
No. I'll pass on that
Do you know where Joe lives?
one.
He's gonna start doing it this fall.
yeah, game inspection, I want the loins and get the rest. Alright,
Speaking of animals, aren't there bears down on your property?
Oh, yeah. He's
Oh,
been
it's
by,
bad
maybe knocked down our,
Yeah.
we
Put
don't,
a bird feeder out behind your house, see how long it takes.
we don't leave our bird feeder out, but we put the pole up. A couple of years ago, he bent the metal pole over and bent it so badly it had to be cut. We mended it with a piece of broomstick. So 3 times now he's come over, found the pole was there but no feet on it, so he knocked it over anyway.
He's
take
mad.
him off.
Last year,
Keeps breaking into broomsticks.
had a-
No big deal, to pull them in, up, put that one in.
and we were down striker fishing.
Right.
So
We,
he
he
comes home.
lives there too. We live there, he
There's a
lives
bunch of
there.
mackerel in the boat.
Oh,
Oh, it's typical of him, you know, so he leaves we had brought some in a baggie, you know, to cut up and use for bait.
because
He
the
left
smell
it in
doesn't
the
go
boat.
through a bag.
So
Yeah.
Dave Sylvia, who lives down on Silver Street, friend of mine, pulls in for something, I can't remember what, but I was in the house eating supper. I come out and he goes, hey, I pulled in here, there's about a 250-pound bear leaning right up against the back of Cole's boat over there. I said, you're kidding me? He goes, oh no. And I knew immediately, I said, you left that fish in the boat, didn't you? Oh, I probably did. But yeah, so right there, in broad daylight, you know, it was probably this time of the night. So there are a lot of bears around.
Any of you
A lot
that
of
are
bears.
bear hunters, how far away would you say a bear could smell?
Oh,
Mile?
They can't see with a crap, but they can smell pretty
more than a
good.
mile,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, I think there's something like 2.5 to 3 miles you can smell.
Yeah.
Just on the bear subject like that, over in Maine last week, they had a bear get hit, dressed out, 400 some odd pounds.
And that's
Dressed.
Yeah, Cole was talking
That's
about
after
that.
being in the den all winter. So you think
Dressed.
about with that
That's a
bear
big
weighed.
That was a big bear.
That's a huge bear.
So,
That bear would have probably been
probably
close
6.
to 600 pounds in the fall.
Yeah.
That's
That was
huge.
between Sanford and Wells.
Yeah.
It's not like it was up around Katahdin or something.
Yeah,
For
John's
a black bear, that's a big black bear.
Yeah.
Well, they've really cracked down on the dog hunt. Over the
Well, Maine
last-
don't dog hunt
Probably
anyhow.
the last 7, 8 years, 10 years, they've really made it a lot more difficult. And the bear just exploded. Their bear, like I said, put a bird feeder out,
Right. Yeah.
you'll have a bear in the yard.
A couple of years back, some lady was complaining that the bear kept coming up on her porch. Find out she had a big bag of dog food on her porch.
Yeah.
Like, well, open invitation.
Sure.
Alright, I guess the last thing in new business is Spectrum franchise agreement. That was the people here the last time about.
Oh, I wanna know if John read that, cause I guess they're looking for an update. I put that on your desk.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read it.
Okay, so,
I guess we have to sign it, so but I pretty lengthily wanted you to pre-read it before we.
Was that the people here about the videotaping our meetings and stuff?
No, this is like Time Warner.
Time
It's now
Warner,
Spectrum,
okay.
so this is our new franchise agreement. So if there's anything in
Okay.
them, like,
Table.
we might not, yeah.
Alright, anything else in the new business?
Yep.
Roger.
Unless you got public, like we
The public, it doesn't matter, go ahead.
talked to Blue Horizon today, or Blue Sky, or whatever that, what is it?
Blue sky.
Blue Sky. We have a new representative right now, James
Burgess.
Burgess, yes. I called Sean so much that he got,
He passed you off?
probably got ticked off and put me into somebody else. So anyways, we've got him, he's in the process of getting us that list that we wanted for the carriers. And that should be faxed over to Laura here either within the next couple of days. And we still got the petition pretty much working on.
good.
You know, that 3 weeks I was sick, we couldn't do anything, so.
Yeah.
So we'll start getting that out, start getting it taken around and ship it back to them. And ship it to the carriers and stuff
Right.
like that, so. Hopefully, we can move this thing,
Okay, thank you for keeping up with it.
yep.
Anything else under public participation, Tony?
Yeah, you need a new flag out, but it's getting tattered.
You're right,
Yeah.
it is.
Really is kind of a sight in front of our own town hall right here in the middle of,
Yeah, we have $500 on the patriotic for that. We should see what, maybe using that money to get new flags. If we have to forego some of the ones up on the poles and we can't do next year, but that's important to have one out there.
Yeah.
we'll take care of the old flag.
Okay.
We'll bring it to the,
Anybody got any idea how big that flag is?
Probably 3 by 5.
Yeah, that's a 3x.
3 by 5?
at least.
Let's just go ahead and order one.
I don't think it's any bigger, it might be, but it'll be
No.
small.
Oh, it is a big
No,
one,
it's
4 by
next to-
6.
No, you wanna know what size is out there now.
Oh, out there?
Yeah,
Yeah, same as ours, 3 by 5.
3 by 5,
I just didn't wanna make it smaller,
But
then.
we take them to the VFW.
I might have
Once
it
a
in the
year.
closet for you too, the
Okay.
last tattered one.
Once you get them all together, hold on.
We just, actually Cole just took it down and burned it because it was ripping and tearing and whatever, but it was big. How big was it?
Oh, I don't know, it's big, probably
They have a ceremony.
Isn't that the one that
they,
bet you
they
won't?
burn them.
6 by 10
So,
or
yeah,
so,
we'll do
yeah.
it,
yeah.
Yeah, real
proper
bad.
way.
We got a
Yeah,
real
that
bad
is-
windstorm there, yeah. I think I was plowing snow.
The VFW, the Boy Scouts, they have.
Well, it didn't really
times a year
bend it,
where
it just
they
kind
burn
of
all American
egged out
flags.
the bolt holes.
So I gotta ask you guys a question. We've all been through Farmington lately, coming up through.
Mhm.
You see how high their flag is now?
Oh,
Have you read
good.
the laundry? Well, you see how high that thing is. I mean, you have to look up to the window to see it. It's so high.
Well,
You know they had in the front by the TD Bank, that little
But I don't think
divider?
the pole-
They moved it off the side by the sidewalk. Now that thing must be
By
at
the
least
laundromat?
60 to 70 feet high.
That post has always been there.
Well, but you know what I think it is? The flag's smaller. That's what I think.
Well,
I noticed it too.
well, that flag is higher
Well,
than
that
ever.
flag has been there, man. I remember Alan
Hasn't it always
Drew.
been on the
I
corner?
remember
Yeah, it's always
Alan
on the
Drew.
corner.
Right,
Wasn't
okay,
it
maybe-
the
okay,
trend?
maybe
It was
I-
Alan Drew who.
Oh, he put that
Oh, yeah.
flag up and down for
Every
100
time,
years.
yeah.
Well, if that's the same
And
thing,
Roger
that thing
Blaine
is
did
extended
it, I
out.
think.
Yeah,
Roger,
Yeah, Roger did it
yeah,
after.
Roger would do it with Alan,
yeah.
or they took turns, but
Yeah.
Alan Drew did it for,
Ever,
man, oh
yeah.
man, ever since I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
He took pride in it, you know, yeah. I mean, which,
And
as
Roger
you,
B.
as you should.
Right.
But-
All right, so if there's nothing else under...
Well, I was gonna ask Roger,
Go ahead.
is anything going on with the cemetery?
Right now, I'm going to call the boys together, because it is all boys right now.
Yep.
And we'll finish up the bylaws, and then we'll start, once we finish up the bylaws, we're gonna go ahead and we got some plots, some things to look at. And then
Yep.
hopefully, I will say, by March of next year, we'll have a place for it. We'll probably even have it
If you need a
surveyed.
hand or whatever, give me a call, and I get on Chuck about it, and I can stay on him about it. He was all for it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and, so I think, you know, if you got a few locations, a guy like him is, you know,
Yeah.
he can tell you which one's a lot easier, or a lot worse, you know, which is more
Right.
plausible or whatever. But yeah, I just would like to see it.
Yeah, by this year, everybody will know where it is, probably be surveyed by that time, because then I gotta start asking for the money to
Survey it.
well, we got the survey money, so we can do that, but the big thing after that is take the trees down, open up a couple
De-stump,
acres.
de-rock,
De-stump and rock, yeah, so,
perk test.
what's that cost and stuff like that.
My next question is, because I'm too lazy to go talk to Rick. You may know if any of the postings have come down?
Jim?
I don't
It
know.
must have come down,
I
because
think-
I saw somebody on
The
my
eight,
road,
the 8 ton is down,
yeah.
but the 6 ton is still up.
The main roads were last week and possibly Adams Way. And then it's supposed to go, Drew is next. Your area is last.
Thank you.
Sorry. I have it on a sticky note for you.
There was an excavator on my road today, on Fox
My last item is for my 2 selectmen. You think we have problems? How many of you travel over that new bridge in downtown Farmington?
Yeah.
The noisy.
No, they fixed it. They fixed it.
Yeah, I see.
They were down there this
They
weekend
will.
welding it.
That's
Road. Yeah, but it's still things.
Well, actually, that's not,
think
that's
that's
not the
temporary.
bridge.
I think, right?
That's
Yeah.
temporary.
Yeah.
It's a temporary.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way, I don't care how you weld that thing, there's no way that it's
No.
gonna,
No,
Well,
it's
it's not as noisy as it was.
Right.
It's still
I
not.
just,
I went
Thinking of
across
the-
on the motorcycle and it was, they were all,
I mean, I'm thinking of the people that live there. Listen to that, you know, I don't know, 6 or 7 times a minute.
Yeah, especially at night, that yellow house and stuff.
I told him, let's go back and forth a couple of times. Over the clock,
But you're
right
right,
back and forth.
I saw somebody out there welding and I guess they were trying to,
yeah, I saw
Fire
them
it down,
welding on it
so-
too.
yeah. The big hang up with that bridge is not
So
the
what-
bridge per se, it's the water lines and sewer lines that run along the bridge.
Under,
Okay.
yeah.
So what's he gonna do, they're taking the old one out and just putting the new one in.
So that's what they did, they put the temporary one in, they're gonna build a new one, and then they're gonna do a plan.
But
That costs some money.
But somebody's making that bridge, that it's a historic, I thought that was saying it's a historic
Yeah.
bridge,
They
and
paid
they
for
were,
it.
somebody,
We
I
pay-
don't know.
we're paying for it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, there's no free lunch, John.
No.
You know.
No.
What?
He said, no, it's okay, cause the state's paying for it, which means we're paying for it, which.
Well,
Paying for it.
didn't they move a bridge out to Las Vegas from someplace?
Well, London Bridge is in, Arizona,
Yeah, out in the middle of the desert.
right?
But they put water underneath it.
I don't remember what
London
I
Bridge,
but
you know, London Bridge is falling down. London Bridge, I believe, is in
fell over in
Arizona.
Arizona.
It's in Arizona.
That's a resort out there now where.
And I'd just like to point out, they probably wouldn't have a problem with you bringing your dog to the shelter, John. I don't believe. I don't think he'd bother too much.
Doesn't eat very much.
That's right.
All right, if there's nothing else, we make a motion to adjourn at 7:23.
Second?
I'll move. Second, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. To move into a non-public at 7:25.
Out of here.